This episode was brought to you by Tinder.
What?
We're
Oh,
here
we're
again.
going?
Yeah, we're going. I just realized my room is kind of purple. I didn't realize.
It is very purple. Is that your mood right now? Is you gonna leave it very purpley?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the what episode we're on bit because I actually don't have a clue.
It's
I
28.
think it's 28. Here we go.
28.
So you figured that out for me. Welcome to episode 28
28.
of the Half-Full Podcast. I'm Ryan,
I'm Eunice.
and this is the Half-Full Podcast. A
Welcome.
half
Welcome.
Filipino and a full Filipino just talking about stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
At this
There's
rate,
none,
yes,
but-
it is. It is definitely
Yeah.
just stuff at this point.
It's just stuff. It's hard to come up with topics that work in an environment like this. So for the audio listeners, we are recording remotely once again.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many neat ideas that we have, but it would work so much better if we were actually physically together.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, this is how it's gonna be. So we had to kind of improvise
Yes.
what we should talk about today.
Yes.
Do you want to just go right into it then?
Oh,
With
how are you?
I'm alright. It's kind of like a cozy day. I got my hoodie on.
It
I'm
is
just
a cozy
chilling.
day. I'm in the
It's
mood
a little
for
cold.
soup today.
Yeah, I could go for some soup.
I want ramen.
I never not want ramen. That's the thing.
You're right.
I could probably eat it every day and I
Yeah.
won't get tired of it.
I know. Same.
I feel bad
Uh,
because when I was a kid though,
Mhm.
all I had was like Mr. Noodles, and it's very black compared to like the legit Asian instant ramen.
Isn't Mr. Noodles an American brand?
Yeah, that's why it's bad.
Got it.
That's why.
Got it.
I mean, I don't know what I did have some Rooster brand ones recently. Those aren't bad. They're not terrible actually.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
better than Mr. Noodles, I will say.
Yeah, I'll say that. But
Yeah.
my favorite instant noodles are the Korean one.
I know you speak so highly of them.
I do, but they're pricier.
Of course, they're pricier.
Because the cheaper ones, you get them for like less than $1 each.
Yeah.
But the Korean nice ones,
Yeah.
like the Nongshim Shinramyeon
the
ones,
packs
are
are
like
maybe like three
$2 to
something.
$3
Yeah.
for a pack. I need at
No,
least
I
like
mean-
two
I
for
mean,
just
a
myself.
pack of like 5
N-
should be like
No, it's not.
4.
Hey, maybe I'm going to the
$4.
wrong. I gotta go to the Asian
Yeah,
stores.
you gotta go to the Asian market. What are you?
I mean, I wouldn't
what
buy
are
them
you
from the thing,
doing?
but well, I haven't been to the Asian market in a while, so I gotta go there instead.
Yeah.
But yeah. Mhm. I wanted to shout out a really funny thing.
What?
So I'm in an online class now
Oh, that's
for-
right.
for something, and you know, like with any class, they're always gonna ask you like, "Oh, tell us something about yourself" or something like that.
Yeah.
So I forgot that other people could see this. I thought it was just like the professor wanting to know stuff. So one of the things was like, "Oh, what's something that you really love doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I love the podcast." So I put like the
my
name of our
God.
podcast.
Oh my god. So people have seen the name of our
Well-
podcast?
So 2 people have replied besides the professor,
Oh, okay.
uh,
Besides the
but-
professor.
and and I don't know if they're just being really nice. They're like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll check it out or something." Blah blah blah.
Did you say what the
So shout out-
podcast was about?
Not at all.
Okay.
So if they hopped in and they're like, "This is not for me," that's totally fine.
We get it. We
But-
get it.
I'll just say a quick shout out to Eric and Sharon
Shout out Eric and Sharon.
for saying that
Welcome.
they're fans of podcasts and they wanted to check it out. One of them really did check out one of them because if you guys remember the Canadian episode,
Yes.
I asked, "Is the Canadian national anthem copyrighted?" After we sang it, because I'm like, "Do we have to cut that out or something?"
Yeah.
She replied to me with like a legit answer, like,
Oh
and
my
referenced it.
God.
Like she put a link to like the apparently on the Canadian, like the Canada.ca government website. There's like it says that it's not copyrighted.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's no copyright on the melody and the words of the national anthem. Yeah. Musicians
it,
are free to
Sharon?
arrange the score to suit their needs. This is Sharon. So thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
For that little
MVP.
tidbit of information. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
And thank you for actually checking it out. So that's awesome.
Oh my god.
She heard
I'm
up until
scared.
there because that was right in the beginning, and she's like, "Nah, I'll just click
She's
it
like,
off."
They're a
It's
bunch
no-
of hooligans. I'm not into this type
Yeah.
of humor.
The class is intimidating, not because like I don't really have to interact with anyone.
Yeah.
Because it's just like do your work and submit it. But
Yes.
there's a lot of people there who are like a lot older because they're actually experienced in the field,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I'm just there. Yeah, I don't even have a job yet, but here, what's up? So I feel like a youngin in the crowd.
Yeah.
There's some
I
other
get that.
like people around my like age there too, but it's kind of funny.
I mean, are you having an okay time with that class at least?
I mean, it's fine. I haven't submitted
It
any of
is
my
what it
replies
is.
yet, but I'll make sure I hit them up. Be like, yeah, thanks for that.
Cool.
I really didn't think anyone else would look at it.
Oh
I just
my
wanted to put
God.
something interesting.
Yeah,
like,
usually
yeah, this
they
is
don't
something I
see
like to do.
these intros. Like
Yeah.
usually I scroll past them. Like back in the day when I
Yeah.
took those.
The thing is,
online
we have to reply and stuff. So I guess people were like actually looking through them.
Oh,
So I'm like, oh, I'm like,
that's hilarious.
so I'm like, yeah, I got 2. That's fine. That's cool. I'm glad people like think it was like something
So
worth checking out.
Funny.
But yeah.
I love
Trying to
that you
expand
took
our.
it as an opportunity to plug the pod.
It's not a plug. I didn't even link it. I just put a picture of like a thumbnail. I didn't even plug it. It's not really a plug. You gotta think. I'm trying to self-promote in my
Plugging
online
the pod
class.
on his freaking class.
Okay, now the
Site.
mess. Now the mission is to see how many times I can stick it in there. Like through how many plugs.
That's
I
what she
can-
said. Sorry.
You were a little
being
late on
Michael.
that, but
I'm being Michael Scott. Sorry.
all right, thank you. Anyway, we can move on from that. But I thought that was funny.
That's funny.
The professor said that he did like the name though, but I think
Oh.
because he doesn't know anything about it, he's like, oh, probably
Exactly.
they're like super optimistic or whatever. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's totes us. For the most part, I guess.
For the most part, not all the time, but yeah. So I don't know, I just wanted to share that. for a little
I
intro.
thought that was gonna be part of your segment for this week. What
So
was it? Something you wanted to tell me.
So I've been dying to tell you.
Holy!
So this is a
I've been waiting
segment.
since last night because you
So-
told me you had something to tell me, and then you're like, "Never mind."
Yeah. So
Excuse me.
okay, let me explain the segment first. I've been dying to tell you is a thing where Eunice and I hold off on telling each other something because we are a couple and we usually talk like all the time. We wanted to make it a point where we'll tell each other something for the first time on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's not anything crazy. It's not like really big news. Like, hey, I got foot surgery or something like that. I don't know.
Why have they been foot related the last 2 weeks?
I just remember the last one was foot. I don't know why it's the first thing that came into my mind. And then we had a whole thing about like hating feet. I don't know why I said foot again. Anyway, yeah, Eunice is like troubled because last night we were talking. I was gonna tell her this last night, but then I
Yeah.
realized I don't have anything to talk about for the podcast segment.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I'll just hold off. But I told her this, and she's like, oh my god, like now I'm gonna.
Oh, also,
I need to know.
something
Yeah.
I have to tell you. Woo. I don't remember what I did last week.
I-
It was
We'll have
so-
to come up with an actual jingle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just tell you. I'll tell you mine. You want me to go first?
Yeah, please. I've been waiting.
It's not even big news, and the thing is, it's kind of stupid in the
What if
realm
you
of like
hyped it
this
up
being a
too
podcast.
much?
I may have hyped it up too much.
Okay.
This is somewhat really okay. You know what? I'm gonna just start from scratch. I've referenced this before on previous episodes of the podcast, but I used to have to do a thing in church when we were young, and it was this thing where we'd have to like learn a dance so that we could perform it for people like during like a church event or something, and usually the dances were very like cheesy or corny.
Did you
Well, not
find the
corny, but like
video?
I found the
You
video.
found the video.
I found the video. So there's a video that I always talk about, and Eunice loves it because of my body rolls.
Oh,
there was a-
hell yeah.
It's a part with body rolls in the choreo.
Hell yeah.
It's funny because it's a dance routine that our Christian like parodies or like Christian imitations of like pop songs.
Uh-huh.
Very niche and very weird. Um,
Are you going to present
there's
it to
always
the class?
this is the thing. No.
Aw.
Maybe I can actually give it to you so you can post a clip here
Okay.
if you want, because I thought it was too complicated to show it. But now, because I always said, all right, here's the video in like
Mhm.
previous podcasts. I'm like,
Mhm.
here it is, and then I could never find it.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
sent it to
yeah.
Eunice a while ago. I found it on Facebook,
Mhm.
and
I
I think
just
it got lost
in
through
the
all
universe.
of the files and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was using VLC Player, and I was looking at the recent videos for some reason, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the video. So I found it,
Oh my god.
and it's
Yeah,
something
please
that's like.
send that after this.
I also told her last night it's something that's good for you and not good for me because I really hate watching. I can't watch that video without cringing super hard. But it's something that she loves, and she
But
was super
you-
upset.
You were sent
we
her
lost it.
for a reason, I will say.
I was middle buff, you know, for all our
Exactly.
dancers out there. We also had no formation changes, so I'm just
Yeah.
there like the whole time. It doesn't
You're just in
really-
the center because people want to see
in the back
you.
though, in the back.
And it was
just 'cause I
probably
was
because
tall.
you were tall. Yeah. But
Yeah.
No.
Not even that tall. I was just
Okay.
tall amongst the people I
I'm
was with.
gonna insert some of the clip now. Me now.
Towards the mark for the prize of the high calling anyone pressing, Lord. I know you got a mansion, but it's mad at me skating. And I know you went ahead to prepare my place, and you're coming back up again. Lord, your love is so good. I don't even deserve it. You told me that I'm worth it, even when I think I'm worthless, Lord.
Wow, wasn't that
Wow,
great?
we're back.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was you could
Now,
see
for
I was
people who
meant to
just
dance.
Witnessed that. If you were here for that on YouTube, tell
Mhm.
us what you think about Ryan's dancing because
Awful.
I think he
Terrible.
Isn't, no,
Trash.
you're not bad.
So bad.
You're not a bad dancer.
That's a preview of what you'll get if we do hit 100 likes so that we can post the dance video. That's a little snippet.
100 likes or 100 subscribers on YouTube or on Spotify, whatever
Yeah.
works.
Thing is, I gotta explain. That was me when I was probably like 13. I also used to have like a buzz cut. So people know me now. My hair's a lot longer now. But I used to rock the buzz cut a lot when I was younger. Mostly because I didn't want to have to take care of my hair. And I was so sick of it. Because you have to imagine this. Imagine stepping out of the shower. You do boom, boom, boom. And then you're dry. And
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about your hair ever.
Yeah.
It's great.
And now
But
you
yeah, I
gotta
used to-
wait a bit.
Yeah. But Eunice has said that if I went back to the buzz cut, she wouldn't be too happy about it.
Hey, I mean, like, do what you want. If you want to go back, I'll be like, okay, fine.
No, I wouldn't though, because I realized my forehead's too big. I looked back at older photos and I'm like, man, my head just looks so huge when I have a buzz cut. So
That's why
I don't think I.
the undercut is the best of both worlds. You have some hair
Yeah.
at least to
Yeah.
counter the big forehead, and then you get some of it shaved off.
True. I mean, so yeah, I mean, Eunice was like she was really bummed when we thought we lost the video. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
tell her, it's like, hey, I have it
Yay!
and I can send it
Now
to
I
you.
can watch it
And
over and over and over and over and over
Please
and
don't.
over and over.
That's
and
why
over
that's why we
again.
need to have an episode of the podcast where we just look at our teenage years.
But you
And
don't
roast each
have
other.
anything on Facebook.
Yeah, I deleted a lot of it.
And that's what upset me the most, because when we started dating and we went down the rabbit hole,
There was still some stuff
There
about
was
me though.
nothing.
There's still,
there
There's
was
still some.
nothing.
yeah, there
There
was.
was
Remember
actually nothing.
there was photos of me in the 8th grade during my school trip, and I had a bunch of pictures of me in
But it's
shutter
like-
shades.
It's not
If you-
embarrassing.
It's pretty embarrassing. It's really bad because I thought it was so cool. Oh, look at me in my shutter shades doing poses like this, like trying to be all like mean mugging and stuff like that. It's really embarrassing.
And then you have mine. I still have.
What's wrong with
things-
yours?
I still have things from like 2007 on there.
Yeah, you gotta clean that stuff out. You'll just
No.
put it in a secret
We're
archive
here
where no one can see.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Actually,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been dying to tell you. So
thanks.
go ahead.
That was great.
Thanks.
Now it's my turn. Something I've been dying to tell you, even though you
Mhm.
know about this.
Oh, great.
The concert was yesterday, and
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
get to rant about it because I was like, I guess I'll just save it for today.
Do you want to provide some context for everyone else who doesn't know what we're talking
Oh
about?
yeah, so the concert is the 17 online concert. I bought
Mhm.
tickets or a ticket for it 2 weeks ago, and it was last
Yeah.
night. I mean, no, it was at 4 a.m. in the morning, and I had no
4
sleep.
a.m.
I got no sleep on
The
Saturday.
thing is, I was up with you at like 1 a.m. I'm like, you should probably sleep because your concert starts in like 3 hours, or else you're gonna be like super sleepy the whole time. So,
Yeah, I thought I was
But-
gonna be sleepy. I wasn't sleepy.
so I knew that you were attending the
Uh-huh.
online concert,
Uh-huh.
but I said that don't tell me anything about it until we're on the pod.
Yeah.
So,
And you
Tell me
also
all about it.
suggested that I should record myself.
oh yeah.
And guess what? I have like a few clips of my reactions.
Oh, amazing.
We're gonna put-
Amazing. I'm excited.
That's what I was giggling about before we started. Because I hadn't opened them until a few minutes before we started. Okay.
Oh,
Where
okay.
do I find it? Okay. Are you ready for
Yeah.
this?
Yes, I am.
I haven't seen all of this. This should be very embarrassing.
All right, here we go. Oh. Hopefully I have sound.
Do you hear it?
4 a.m.
Yeah, I hear it.
Starting graphics up right now. Freaking out.
Ew, look at
Oh gosh, you're just staring. Did it say how many people were watching with you?
Yeah, there was like about 1 million, I think.
A
I don't-
million.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
If not, it was less than that. Just a little less than that.
Oh my god.
Are you like under your sheets? Are you creating like a sheet fort? Or is it just, are you just over it? Are you just on top of your
I was
sheets?
on a sheet for it.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Completely shocked. Who was on the screen? Who you freaking out about over here?
I think it just started.
Ah, okay. Gosh, you're.
Oh.
For the audio listeners, Eunice is very distraught at the sight of a very exclusive online concert for 17. What line? Whose line? What line?
China line.
Oh, China line. Okay, gosh. Okay.
Okay, so I said Ming Hao cut his hair. Because you
Mhm.
know how he had the long locks?
Yeah, yeah.
He cut his hair and hoof,
Wow.
changed me.
Big
Changed me.
news. Huge news. Gosh. Eunice is trying to hold herself from throwing up.
Oh
the
my
fact-
god. I can't watch this. I
Alright,
can't
you
watch
can
this.
you can stop it.
I
You
can't watch this.
you can
We're
stop.
done. We're done. We're done.
That was great. That was amazing. That was totally worth it. So you did seem pretty awake. I was scared that by 4 a.m. you probably would have been out of it and wouldn't have the energy for the concert. But it is 17, and I know how much you love 17. So
17 is my faves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. There was a lot. There was a lot. It was 3 hours long.
wow.
So I was up till 4
Mhm.
till then, and yeah, it ended at 7, and then I
Yeah.
fell asleep for like an hour, and then I had to make breakfast.
Oh my gosh, that's why I was freaking out because I woke up around like 9:30, and then I'm like, okay, no way, she's probably gonna sleep until like at least noon.
Nah.
And then she immediately replied, I'm like, why are you awake? You should not be awake right now. So now I think your sleep schedule is a little bit off right now.
Just a tad. And they performed
good.
some of the comebacks. Is that
I
what they
mean,
call it?
That's a
Comebacks?
given. Like
Yeah.
the big singles, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you had fun at your little online concert.
Cried a little bit, but you know we don't talk about that.
We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Cries of happiness. I'm
Definitely
assuming.
happiness.
Okay, that's good.
No, but because
Yeah.
they started crying, and then I was like, oh no, I can't. No, I'm gonna cry because every time I see
Aw.
someone cry, I cry.
Mhm. Who was crying?
Yes.
Oh, everyone. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Well, I'm glad you had fun at your concert.
Yeah.
If I was with you, I would have definitely stayed up to watch with you because I just want to see your reactions. But
Yeah, just me crying. Okay.
yeah, but that's awesome. I'm glad you had fun at your concert.
Yeah.
All right, what's
Yeah.
next? What's next?
Something you were into this week.
Something that I was into this week. Okay.
Something we were into this week. Yep. There it is.
Is this just like it's okay?
It's just a new
I'm-
song every week now.
Oh, okay, great. Well, this week, gosh, what did I do this week? Well, this is gonna tie into like the something that I love. I think we can just blend it for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing more chess this week.
Oh.
So like, I don't know if many people know about this, but chess had like a really big boom in like the
Yeah.
online scene, mostly because of like a lot of like Twitch streamers started playing chess with like prominent like chess figures
Yeah.
like Hikaru Nakamura and people like that. And it's just like online content for chess right now is like huge, right? So I'm like, yeah, this is something I can get into. So I started getting into chess, started
Mhm.
playing online,
Mhm.
realized how difficult it is. It's a very difficult game.
Yeah.
There's something about chess that's it's so interesting because it's kind of like its own subject area. It's like there's theoretical knowledge. You can learn about past players.
Mhm.
You can learn about different games and different openings and different tactical ideas and this and that.
Yeah.
Something I played, so something I started playing this week. I think I only won maybe like one game, so it's pretty bad. I'm not doing too great. My rating is only like 800 ish.
Oh my.
and- For those of you who know that, that's really bad. It's a very beginner level. But my goal is to at least be like 1,000 rated player. I think that would be good.
Okay.
But something that I've been into this week, plus with you and one of our friends, we started watching The Queen's Gambit.
Great.
Which is something that I've already watched, but I'm like, this show's so good, I'm just gonna watch it
It's
again.
very good.
Yeah.
We're on the second last episode, the penultimate.
Yeah, we're almost finished.
Mhm.
Wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Based on the show, because the show is just good in general. Like, you don't
Yeah.
really need to like chess to like that show.
Mhm.
Has it piqued your interest at all when it comes to learning how to play chess?
I mean, like maybe a little bit, but I'm not like in a rush to learn how to play. You know.
I see. Because I think the show like had such a huge impact too, as well as like the
Mhm.
big chess boom in the online scene. But when Queen's Gambit came out, it like it escalated even more.
And I get that. I get
Because
that.
I think there was an article about like how sales in like chess books went up or chess sets and then this and that. Like
Mhm.
it rose like significantly after Queen's
Yeah.
Gambit came out because everyone was super interested in playing
Yeah,
now.
people
so.
just want to be like Beth Harmon.
Mhm.
You know. See,
I
for
think-
me, I just want to
yeah.
be her because I want to dress like her.
Yeah, I get that. That all Eunice could comment about when we were watching the show was like, oh my gosh, that's a fit.
That's a fit.
Oh my gosh, what is she wearing? That's a fit.
Take
Yeah,
a shot every time I say that now. Whenever we watch it,
I will.
it's like every episode.
Every episode like 20 times.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think chess is one of those games that like everyone should just try to learn.
Okay, I think this is your
It's-
way of telling me to get into chess.
Yes. Is there something about it? It's like it's so it's one of those games where like nothing ever changes about it. Like most abstract games, it's the same pieces, the same moves, right? But there's
Mhm.
like infinite possibilities, and it's just I think something about that is extremely amazing, especially for a game that's lasted this long
Yeah.
because it's a very old game.
Right.
And it's not it's like there's like I think there's a stereotype about like elitism when it comes to chess, or like this sort of like sophistication about it, when it's like it's
Yeah.
very accessible, and I think anyone could get into it
Mm-hmm.
for many different reasons. But I don't know, if you just want to kind of like rack your brain around something, and it's something that's super popular, and you could definitely find a community for it, or you can go on like something like chess.com and play against hundreds and thousands of people who are online all the time to play against.
Right.
It's I don't know, something to look into. So chess, get into it.
Chess.
Really cool. Yeah.
Okay. Um,
How about you? Something that you've been into recently?
I mean, Queen's Gambit was one of them. I'll say my
Mhm.
other one.
Okay.
So I've been doing this new thing with messaging people where I just
Mhm.
send voice messages. And
Huh.
it's so much fun.
What do you mean by that?
Like you said, okay, so it might be super dumb because I could just call them, but why call
Right.
them when you can leave them a voice message? You know, it's like
Not
receiving voice.
so not like a not like a voicemail, but like a voice message through like an app or something.
Yeah,
Like okay. Huh. Who have you been sending these to?
Fun.
Who have you been-
Friends.
I
Just
haven't
people
gotten
I
one.
haven't I know, that's why I wanted to tell you about it so I could start sending them to you.
Oh, okay, great. I was like, where are my voice messages? I haven't gotten voice messages. Why am I hearing about this for the first time? That's funny.
I've mostly been sending them to people I haven't spoken to in a while. So it's just
Oh,
like,
okay,
hey,
that's
this
cool.
is a reminder of how stupid I am and just how
Aw.
dumb my humor is. So yeah.
That's,
And then I've
that's
been getting
quirky.
some back and it's like fun. It's a fun time.
Aw. It's like voice pen palling, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
Because no one really calls each other anymore.
No
I
one
had
does.
I had a phone conversation with a high school friend like a couple days ago.
Nice.
That was super interesting. Just like catching up and stuff like that. But you
Aw.
don't ever rarely get like a phone call anymore. Just how it is.
Yeah, no one uses the phone feature on a phone anymore.
Well, I would only call someone. I'd have to text them first and be like, "Yo, are you okay to talk right now?
Yeah.
Like, or to have a call right now?"
Phone
But-
etiquette has changed.
Drastically, for
Yeah.
sure. Do you guys still have a home phone at your place?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, right? Same here.
Yeah.
Like that's gone out the
Because
window.
like
as well.
everyone has their cell phones, and if someone wants to just speak to an individual in the home, they just call their phone.
Exactly. I think that's better though. I think there's no
Yeah.
point in having both.
There's no more, can I speak to so and so? None of that. We
Mhm.
don't do that anymore.
Hmm. I know I was roasting you before about the voice messaging thing, but I think it's nice because sometimes when like you're texting people, like unless you know them really well, it's hard to read the tone
Yeah.
of the messages. So sometimes it can come off like sarcastic
Mm.
or like mostly sarcastic. I feel like if I'm being too enthusiastic, they might just think I'm like trolling or I don't actually mean what I'm saying through the text or whatever. But with a voice message, it's like a bit more, not intimate, but
I'd say it's
don't
very
know.
intimate.
kind of. I guess
It's
it
very
is
intimate.
intimate.
Because
Yeah.
it's like you're having a conversation, but not really. Like it's not a live conversation.
Yeah, especially with voice, that's kind of
You're
strange.
kind of letting them into your space with a voice
Yeah.
message.
No, I think that's really nice though. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
Good. Nice. Something I definitely wouldn't do. I
Why
can't do
not?
that. I'm
Do it
down to
with
talk
me.
to people, but I feel like sending a voice message. So instead of text from you now, I'm just gonna get voice messages.
Yeah, see, also, it's a good thing because sometimes my thumbs get tired doing this all day. It's like, no. Just go,
My-
hello, you know?
My thumb gets tired, she says. Okay.
Does your thumb not get tired when you text
Not
people?
really. You gotta do your thumb stretches, so you know.
Maybe
you
I'm
gotta
just
warm up
sending
your
too
thumb so
long
it's
of a
ready.
text.
You're probably just on your phone
Maybe
too
it's
much.
a me problem.
Yeah, maybe it's a you problem.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think that's nice though. I think sending a voice message is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
See, I've been talking to a friend who moved to Ottawa after
Mhm.
after high school, and I'm like, dude, how you doing? And she's like, dude, I'm getting my PhD, and I'm like, oh my god,
Wow. Cool.
I feel stupid. Like, cool.
No. Just because you don't have a PhD doesn't mean you're stupid.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
Just like if having a university degree doesn't really make you smart either.
it really doesn't. Guys,
Because
I'm
it
not
really
smart.
doesn't.
I'm not smart.
You can get a university degree doing the bare minimum,
You
and you could still say you got a degree.
example
Just how it
me.
is. No, don't say that. You did fine. I mean, anyway,
Did I?
we're about like 30 minutes in. I wanted to
Yeah.
get into the
Okay, yeah,
topic.
let's get into
at hand.
We have the Filipino word phrase of the week if you want to do that still. No need. Yeah. No
You just do one.
need?
throw one in there.
My word is ate or kuya because that's
Okay,
how
that's
you
a good one.
address your elders, sort of. Just like the people who are a few years older than you.
Yeah, you wouldn't say if it's like one of your aunts or your uncles,
Yeah.
you wouldn't say ate or kuya.
Yeah.
It's more like maybe like your cousin or like a family friend or a close friend who's older than you.
Mm-hmm.
For girls, you'd say ate. For boys, you'd say kuya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's like a general one that if people have no idea about
Yeah.
Tagalog, that's a good one. Yeah. Nice. That's a good
Cool.
one.
All right, into the topic.
Cool.
30 minutes in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Y'all
We can
need to get used to this.
Our topics are more just like it's not really like the focus of the episode, it's just like something. It's just what
Yeah.
makes it different, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, this week
hmm
we wanted to come back to a previous topic we did. I have it written
Yes.
down. We did it for episode 3.
Cool. Episode 3?
Yeah.
Really? I thought it
Yeah.
was maybe like 7 or 8. 3 is really early.
It's
Wow.
very, very early. This was after
That's one of
the
the very few.
SB19 one.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like one of our very first podcasts.
Yeah. We're coming back to a topic. It's deal breakers.
Deal breakers
We
or
had
red
so
flags.
Yeah, deal breakers or red flags.
Yeah.
Such a fun podcast. And
Mhm.
we wanted to revisit it so
Yeah,
that I could
I b-
ask Ryan about some more of his preferences.
Yeah. Is this mostly just her asking me things
Yeah.
about my taste in who I would date even though we are already in a relationship?
Yeah.
So that's what makes it even funnier. I think the context behind this is Anna Faris has a segment on
Yes.
her podcast where she asks people like really weird and bizarre
really stupid.
red flags.
Red flags is so
and,
funny.
and to see how people would like kind of logic their way either for it or against it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's what Eunice is gonna do for me
Yes.
today. So
Are you
I'm
excited?
ready for him.
Okay.
What's the first one?
Here's the first one.
Do I need to explain what red flags are? People know what red flags are, right?
Relationship red flags. I guess.
Well, let's say like you're on a date
Uh-huh.
and your date does this one thing that's immediately like whoa, hold on, and then you think probably you wouldn't date them anymore because
Mhm.
right. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like this one thing that about a person that sticks out, and it's
That
like
would make you
your
go,
reason
"Ooh."
for yeah. You're like
Not
I
into
don't know
that."
about this person anymore.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's the first one.
Okay,
They raise ferrets for a living.
ferrets.
Ferrets.
Ferrets are like those like long squirrely looking creatures, right?
Sure.
Imagine they took a squirrel and you just stretched them out.
Yes. They're
Not
a
really, but you know what I
longer
mean. I don't-
version of a squirrel.
How would you describe a ferret?
Exactly
Like, I
that.
don't know. Exactly. Okay. I can visually see what a ferret looks like. I just can't describe it well. I'm sorry, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Ferrets. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull up a picture.
Okay. Just put a picture of a ferret.
Yes.
on the
Okay.
screen.
Boop boop boop.
There you go. And if you're listening, Google it.
Yeah,
Or you
Google
should
it
know
if
what a
you're-
ferret is. Yeah. So she raises ferrets for a living.
Yeah.
That's the red flag.
I mean, it might not
I
be a
mean-
red flag.
I mean, I've seen ferret videos, and they're cute, right? They're fine. They're just animals. Okay? Another question: is she raising them at her place?
Yeah.
See, that's a little stranger because like having a lot of like animals, and that's not like a bad thing. I'm not like not a fan of animals. Yeah, there's a ferret right there.
You're
It's
saying
cute.
no to that little face?
No, what I'm saying is that like does she have like a like
A
an
separate
outside
area for the
area
ferrets?
for them, or are they just running around the house and
Could
there's
be
like
both.
20, 30 of them at the time?
Could be both.
See, if it was inside at our place, that's a little weird because they're just everywhere. Plus, they're small, so they could just like be crawling inside of your stuff. You know,
Right, right.
they could be just like in your bed, like on certain days or something, or there's between the couch cushions or following you to the bathroom or like. Because raising them just means like you have a lot of them. If they're
Yeah.
like in a separate area, that'd be fine.
Okay.
I think
All right.
I think it's not enough to be a red flag,
So you
but it
wouldn't
is
leave them?
definitely like,
Cool.
yeah, I don't know if I would just stop dating them because of the ferret thing. Because I
Alright.
think it'd be a thing where you go so far into the relationship with them that like you're staying together,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if the ferrets I think you'd have to really love them as well if you're okay with it.
Sure.
But I don't think it's enough to say like I don't want to date you anymore because of the ferret thing.
Good man.
That's
Good man.
fair. Ferret. Get it? Get it?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, man. No more puns. No more puns.
No, we
today.
like puns here. We like puns.
No more puns.
We like puns. All right, here's the next one.
Okay.
Their exes are crazy.
I don't know about that one. Their exes are crazy. I mean, how? Here's another thing. I'm assuming. Usually, I assume that I'm finding out about these things during like a first date. Let's say.
Yeah.
So if they're talking to me about their ex on the first date, that
That's
could
hella
be a red
red
flag as
That's
well.
hella red. I'm out. I'm
right?
outie.
Yeah, because for the pure fact that their exes are crazy, that's not enough to not date someone. But if it's a thing that they're like bringing up constantly
Mm-hmm.
and talking about how bad they are or bad they are and all of the stuff that they did constantly, like that's probably a red flag.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even the fact that their exes are crazy, like all of them, let's say 3 of them,
Oh,
consistently very crazy.
do you mean like crazy as in they're not good people, or crazy as
Not
in like
good
they
people.
belong in like a facility or
No.
something?
They're
Oh,
like
okay.
crazy.
Sure.
You're not a fan of their personality, their life decisions, I guess.
I mean, okay,
I'm
if I
trying
was
not to
really
offend anyone.
if I was extremely obsessive and I was like very curious about this, I'd have to look into each of their histories
Oh my god.
and see were they normal before they started dating this girl, or did they turn crazy like after they started dating her? Like, is she the common denominator in all of their craziness? Is she gonna make me crazy if I keep dating her? Like, why are they all crazy?
Exactly.
Or
Is
I'd
she
have to question myself:
poison?
is she only into crazy guys? So does that make me crazy? So that might make me question myself.
Exactly. So much to consider here.
I would say red flag purely for the fact that she's talking about how crazy her exes
Okay.
are on the first date.
Okay. Nice.
I think that's already like at least there's a warning there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got that. All right. Next one. They only communicate through Snapchat.
Okay, that's immediately a red flag. What are you talking about? So you imagine you're sitting across from them at a restaurant. And you're like, oh, so tell me about yourself. And then she's there like recording a video in front of you to send to you to answer your question. Yeah, I'm really into to sports, and I like knitting, and I'm really into houseplants. I just thought of something that.
Oh my god. Is that me?
So imagine she. No, is it? You don't
Yeah.
knit.
Well, I used to crochet.
Okay, different. It's still different.
Very different.
So just imagine you're asking her a question, and she's sitting across from you. She can hear you. So instead of responding to you face to face, she records a video to send back to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a red flag. That's absolutely a red flag. That would be
Good.
like, yeah, dude, I don't even know if I would last the whole date. I'd probably have to go, like, make an excuse and leave,
Okay.
right? Because
Okay,
imagine
let's
how
say-
long the
okay.
conversation's gonna take.
I know.
That's not.
I
Sorry, you
know.
go ahead.
Okay, then
Go
let's
ahead.
say that she converses with you in person, but
Okay.
everything else is done through Snapchat. And she's a grown adult.
Oh.
Everything is only on Snapchat.
So she doesn't have an email. She
Yeah.
doesn't use like WhatsApp. She doesn't use
will
Twitter or
refuse to use
Instagram.
anything else. No
So I
texting.
only-
You have
My
to have
only way of-
Snapchat.
My only way of reaching her is through Snapchat.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Is that still a red flag?
I would just be so curious as to why. It's like why are you like this? Because the thing of Snapchat, it's like you can have permanent messages on Snapchat. I don't know. I haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah. I
It's
think
just
you-
one of those.
I think you just have to hold the message and it's there forever. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
It's just so inconvenient.
it is inconvenient.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's certain. What if like especially with us, right? Because we do a lot of creative stuff together. So
Mhm.
sometimes we have to email each other like attachments for files and stuff like that too. So it's like,
Yeah.
what if I needed to send her something, like a document, or something that I could only send through like an email? How am I just gonna send it through Snapchat?
It's not gonna happen because
I gotta take, like, a
Snapchat
picture
does
of it?
not support it.
Ah, jeez.
You can't send logic files on Snapchat. So
No, you can't send audio files or music files or
nope.
no. That would be really hard, especially for a relationship in this day and age. Because it's not like right from the outset if you were living together, I could see you getting around that. 'Cause
Right.
there's like other ways
But,
you
like,
can
you're
communicate
dating
in
them.
person and stuff like that.
You're
Yeah, but if you're
dating this
dating,
person.
if you're dating them and they'll only message you back through Snapchat, that would kind of drive me insane. It's like, why don't you text? Why don't you tweet? Why don't you do this? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If it was like Twitter DMs, I'd be fine with it because at least it's like some sort of messaging system.
Okay.
But Snapchat is like it's like a weird. That's why I don't use it. So I don't like the format of it too.
Yeah. It's like you see
No,
it
that would
once,
definitely drive me
it's
insane.
gone forever.
It would be okay, I guess, for the first little bit, but eventually, you would probably have to shut that down. So I'd say
Yeah.
red flag for sure.
Okay. Found another
Yeah.
one. Damn.
Thanks, sorry guys. Sorry for all the Snapchat people out there. You
All
guys know what that texting exists, right? Or DMs exist. Don't
Not
know.
this person.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Weird.
Next one. They're a UFC fighter.
Whoa. Not a red flag. That would be really cool,
I knew
actually.
This, yeah.
The thing is, I'd be that guy who's just scared out of his life watching the fights. I'd be like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
like just don't get killed in the ring or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be good. I think that would be good for me, just because
Whoa.
sometimes because it's like because they're probably extremely into fitness and extremely into
Oh,
staying
okay.
healthy.
Mhm.
So that would reflect off. So like I would, be more physically active. I would eat
Right.
right
Right.
to like kind of share in the experience and
Right.
stuff like that. They would be super fit, right?
You know how you feel
um,
about being super fit.
Yeah, I would just have to make sure I don't piss them off, or else they kick my ass. So that's one thing I'd have to worry
Yeah.
about.
Just treat them nice, and you're good.
But I think being an athlete, that's really cool. If that's like her only, if that's not even like a red flag or anything. I would just be like, wow, that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I had more questions. Be like, why are you into like this really non-athletic musician? That's weird.
See, I don't know if I could
Yeah.
date a UFC fighter
How come?
because I'd just be worried all the time.
What if I
I would be
wanted
like
to
Monica.
be? That's what I was about to say. What if I was that dude from Friends that Monica's dating, and his first ever fight, he got his ass beat?
Yeah, see? I would be like Monica. I'd be like, I can't deal with this.
Eunice, I can't stop until I am the ultimate fighter.
And I don't know
Okay?
if I can handle that.
Yeah. No, I could get why you're too protective of me, and I
Yeah.
love that. But yeah,
Aw.
you would be too scared to watch me fight.
Yeah, see, I'd try to be supportive, but then I can't watch you. It like if you're good at it, maybe, but if you're like is not.
But I'm gonna get
going-
punched. I'm
not
gonna
going-
get kicked.
Right.
Like
I don't like
even if
seeing
I'm good,
people
it's
get
not like I'm not
hurt.
gonna get. Yeah,
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 it hurts my soul. I can't do
Aw.
it.
yeah. I'd feel bad, but,
But-
I mean, if that's yeah,
But if they're a different athlete, like a basketball player or a soccer player,
something that's
or a
not
baseball
contact.
player, yeah,
What about football or hockey?
Yeah.
Because that requires a bit of contact.
Have you seen hockey players? Have you
Eunice
seen
has a
Marc-Andre
weird
Fleury?
affinity for Marc-Andre Fleury. So Marc-Andre Fleury, if you're listening to
We
this,
already said this in a podcast.
Eunice
once.
loves you. Doesn't matter.
We're gonna-
Marc-Andre Fleury, we
if
love you.
we get
Come on the show.
his attention, I can die. That's the day I die.
No. Alright, that's pretty funny.
Marc-Andre
But
Fleury,
yeah, I mean-
hello. Congrats on your new child.
The thing is, to bring it back to like dating a UFC fighter thing, I think there could be some people who would be intimidated by the fact that maybe, you're like the person you're dating, especially from a typical guy's perspective, quote unquote,
Right.
like to date a girl who's like stronger than you,
Ooh.
right? Could be very like emasculating to some people,
Sure.
but I'd be like, who cares? You know what I mean? Whatever.
Good for you.
It's fine.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Who cares about gender norms? We don't practice
It doesn't
that.
mean, yeah. I mean, it might make me feel bad sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay. Maybe that means I just gotta motivate myself to get
Yeah.
fit too.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
So I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
That's totally not a red flag.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Okay.
They borrow your underwear without you knowing.
Okay, this is how far into the relationship are we?
Oh, I mean,
This is like day 2 or day 3. It's like, and then
let's
imagine.
say 3 months in, like you're
Okay.
going to each other's places.
Uh-huh.
She takes and she looks in your underwear drawer, and then she takes something and she wears it.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm kind of into it. I'm not gonna.
Wow, I did not see this coming.
If she's like wearing it in front of me, I'd be like, okay, that's not all right. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
I'm
All
not.
right, now I know what I'm doing.
But if it comes to but if it comes to the fact that I open up my drawer one day and they're all gone, I'd be like, wait, what happens?
Different.
I got nothing. I have no underwear to wear today. There's a difference between
Where
like
did your
borrowing it to
underwear
be
go?
like maybe borrowing a pair to be like cute or something
Mm.
like that, and then like
Mhm.
swapping them out. But if it's like she's just stealing all of them one by one until I notice that I don't have any more, it's like, did I do laundry yesterday? Like, where did they all go? That's weird. I was also gonna say, if this is like the second date and she's trying to be like hot and like whisper to me like, I'm wearing your underwear or whatever, I'd be like,
Uh-huh.
you don't know, I haven't told you where I lived yet. Right? Then that's a red flag. Because that means she
That
broke
is
into your
weird.
house.
That's very concerning,
So-
actually. That's not
Yeah.
only a red flag, that's illegal.
Yes. I'd probably have to that'd be a date where I had to call the police immediately after. I'd be freaked out for my life.
Exactly.
Like, I just go home that day and I'm like, oh my god, where is she? But yeah, if it's like into a relationship and like it's been a few months and we're staying over at each other's places, yeah, I'd be totally fine with that.
Okay.
Just like if like a girl borrows your sweaters or whatever. I mean, obviously I'd have to make sure like we're both like clean,
Sure.
you know,
Sure.
in that particular area. But if that's good, then I think if you're obviously like doing stuff, if that's the case, so
All right.
Yeah. it's not a red flag. As long as she's not stealing all of them, and and she's denying it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? I'm not taking your underwear. It's like, you're wearing a pair right now. What are you talking about?
All right. Next one. Okay, so she borrows your car, gets
Mhm.
a ticket,
Oh gosh.
but you don't find out until you get the ticket or the receipt in the mail.
That's really bad. Because it's always put on the car owner. Is-
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if it's like a parking ticket, because they're not gonna know who actually drove the car, so it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if it got to the point where like I'm in trouble because I haven't paid it back?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, this goes back to like, this is not even about like a ticket thing. This is about like a character trait, or, like a
Okay.
personality trait. Because this person means that they're not comfortable being honest about their mistakes.
Ooh.
So that already says like a lot about them.
Mm-hmm.
And something that's kind of serious too. It's like, look, if you got a ticket and you made a mistake, just tell me, and then I'll like, if you want to offer to pay for it, that's cool too, because it
Yeah.
was your mistake.
Yeah.
right? So imagine they're just trying to pin it on you or something like that. I feel like that's a little bit.
Not
It's a little
cool.
bit like schemy, and
Not
it's a
cool.
little bit dishonest.
Mm-hmm.
So if that was pretty early on in the relationship, that could be a red flag for
Could
sure.
be, or is it?
Like if it's like let's say you're really deep in, let's say like maybe like you're half a year in, let's just say, and you find out about it, but you talk about it, and she says like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'll be more honest next time.
Mm-mm.
Because maybe the person was just like super like ashamed of what they did
Okay.
or whatever. But if it's like early on,
This is early on.
I don't know that. Yeah, it's weird. It's just very like
Red
dishonest.
flag. Red flag.
Yeah, that's probably a red.
Okay.
That's probably a red flag.
That's a red.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my God. What?
Also, how like early
How did
on?
I make
like,
this one up? Sorry.
I feel like I wouldn't let them borrow. Like I haven't even driven your car.
Depends on the
once.
person.
Depends on the person, but I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know. I feel like lending your car to someone is there's already there should be a lot of trust there. I think.
Right.
So. Go ahead, sorry.
Doot. Okay. How did I make this one up? Okay.
Did you make all of these up?
I know I made some of them up.
Okay.
Okay. So, she installed a camera in your room so she could watch you sleep. Red flag.
What? To watch
Kinda
me
creepy.
sleep?
Yeah.
Are we we're not living together at this point.
No.
So what? When did she install the camera?
We
Or
don't
did
know.
she wants to, or she already did?
She already did.
How did
And
that
she's
happen?
been
How did
watching you sleep.
How did I not know about this?
I don't
Well, she came over one night and I went to the washroom and she like
Yep.
put like a stuffed teddy bear with a camera in its eye
Yeah.
like on my
Zoe
shelf or
101.
something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when Logan did that. Like just a little gift from the guys. Yeah, that's
That
pretty
is-
weird.
That is messed up. Dude.
That's kind of messed up. Immediate red flag. I never
Nice.
want to see you again. What are you talking about? Installing a camera to watch me sleep? You
Well,
freak.
Ryan, There's
What's
something
wrong
I
with
need to
you?
tell you. You see that guitar case back there?
This one or that one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
How? Why are you watching me sleep?
I literally have no idea how to do that.
Yeah, but that's obviously a red flag. Because first of all, that's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, second of all, how did you even manage to do that without me knowing about it? That's already a red flag.
Yeah, that is
Just sneaking around my house, like messing with stuff.
very creepy creeper.
Yeah, just watch. Like, why do you want to watch me sleep? Like, what's interesting about that?
she's-
That's
Obsessed with you.
yeah, that's
Why
immediate.
So obsessed with me.
Yeah, I would immediately cut it off for sure.
Good.
That's a definite like. Yeah, that's no more.
Good.
Gosh,
All right.
it's a weird one.
This one's also a little, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about this? This might be one of our last ones.
All right, go for it.
She has a Facebook account that she uses to talk about your relationship.
She has a
Red
separate
flag
account. She
or
has
not?
a separate account just for that.
Yes.
Separate
There's-
account just to talk about her relationship.
Your relationship. Yes.
Ah,
She probably doesn't want you to find it.
huh. Yeah, that's weird. What is she saying about me? She's saying bad, like,
Possibly. She's
Hmm.
probably
'Cause I
using
don't
it to
know-
rant.
Cause do you follow people that they may like rant about a significant other on like social media or something like that, or they might say something that's more suggestive, even maybe not about a relationship, but just about other people, like
do I follow
subtweeting.
people? Oh,
Like, have you ever seen like
Subtweets.
people subtweeting?
yeah,
each
I've seen
other or whatever?
subtweets.
So I think if couples do that, I think that's kind of weird because you're probably
Mm.
following each other, and it's like just clearly problems that you're having, and you're not discussing them with the actual person it involves.
Yeah.
Rather, you're just kind of like putting it out there for everyone else to see. I think that's kind of weird. I think most issues, like is it mostly like negative stuff? Like she's using it to rant?
Possibly.
Yeah, that's obviously a red flag, right? It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Because what if you found out? That would be very bad.
yeah. It's like, why don't you just I don't have a problem with ranting, right? But not like public ranting, not like just putting it out there. If you need to talk to like a friend
Mm-hmm.
and rant to them, that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that. For like putting it out there and I don't know about it, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a red
Yeah.
flag for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Another
I think-
ready.
I think if you want to have like a healthy relationship, you have to keep your internal conflicts internal,
Right.
right? You got to keep them between you two.
Mm-hmm.
You can confide in someone that's close to you, that's fine, but don't just put it out there on like social media or
On the
whatever. I
public
think that's weird.
feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's like something like really really bad and people need to know and you have to get out of it. Like
Oh.
there's exceptions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say it's like borderline like abusive,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah. But I mean like if you're having like a little fight here and there, I don't think everyone needs to
Like
know
an
about
argument or something very nitpicky.
Yeah. that. Mhm.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a little childish to
Mhm.
rant about issues between you and your
All right.
partner when
So you don't
just talk it
you don't
out.
have like a secret Facebook page about me talking about me behind my back?
No, I only have a Twitter Stan account.
Okay, that's fine.
For 17,
I'm fine with that.
you know how it is.
All right. You maybe want to do one more?
Let's do one more.
Then we can wrap up. Okay.
Yeah. This is weird.
Hit me with it.
Did I make this up? She smells like your mom. Like they use the same perfume.
Oh.
Let's say your mom
that's-
uses perfume. I don't know if she does actually.
I don't think she does.
Yeah.
But I guess like, huh? I don't know. I don't really like smell people.
Good.
But like like her presence like or just like the sense of her reminds me.
Yeah.
See, that could be good and bad. Cause it's good because it's like oh she's
Why would it be
like
good?
I get like that same like nurturing feeling from her that I get from like a mom or something. But when it comes to like more intimate stuff, like I would not want that at all.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm gonna say it's harsh though. It's harsh to like to say to someone like
To just write
let's
someone
say they both
off
wear
for having that perfume.
oh because you wear the same
Yeah.
perfume, right? Like that's
Yeah.
kind of messed up. Because
Yeah.
if they're really nice in all of like these other areas, like just to end it because of that is kind of messed up.
I think it's safe to
but-
say it's a turn off, but it's
Yeah.
not like you're not gonna leave them for it.
It's not a relationship ender. I don't think.
Yeah.
Just subtly hint. It's like it's it's Valentine's Day. It's like I got you this really nice perfume. It's like it's a completely different one.
But what
It's
if she refuses to use a different perfume?
I'll get a different one for my mom then.
But what if
But this
you?
one's nice. Wow.
But what if that's the scent that you associate with your mom, though? You know,
Oh, true.
it's just like you can't get rid of
it's
that.
such a complicated one because it's very superficial. 'Cause it has nothing
Is
to do
it?
with like their personality.
Isn't
yeah.
it like sort of emotional as well? Because
I
you're,
guess
it's like
so.
you're attached to the smell and it reminds you of your parent.
Gosh, it'd be difficult though. It's a difficult choice. I feel like if you're just like if it's like a couple dates in, you could just easily be like, "Nah, I'm not gonna see her anymore because she smells like my
Mm.
mom." That's weird. But it'd be hard to like. It'd be hard if it's something you notice down the line. It's like wait, right? It's like imagine like you're a year in and you're like, "Oh my god, I just realized this." It'd be tough. But it wouldn't. It'd be harsh to break a relationship up just because of that.
Sure.
If it's early on dating, I could say it's a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like
Okay.
first, second date.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, all right. Hopefully, if you agree or disagree,
Let us know.
Let us know. let us know and like, tell us why.
Yeah. And tell us some funny red flags of yours as well.
Tell us some maybe real stories
Yeah,
about
tell us a real
dates
story.
that you've had, and there's
Mhm.
a immediate red flag. What were those? That would be really fun
Yeah.
to read about.
This would be very interesting. You should make some for me. I want to play this game too.
Okay, next time we'll have Eunice answer. Awesome. Okay, and I guess we could wrap it up
Wrap
there.
it up. We're at an hour.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
You can follow me. I am Eunice on IG, and I
Mhm.
rap. No, I don't. I don't rap. Yeah.
You can
it.
follow me at Banana Barflat, Twitter, Instagram. I have a gaming thing I do on YouTube, so you can follow me on YouTube for. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's called Ram and Bread Gaming. You can follow that. Ram and Bread. Besides that, you can follow us, the Half Full Podcast, at the Half Full Pod on Spotify, on iTunes, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. If you're listening to us on audio, you can watch us on YouTube as well. And I think that's it.
This episode was brought to you by Tinder.
What?
No.
It's the first
I
time hearing of
mean,
it.
hey, Tinder. If you want to sponsor us, sure.
We'll have a whole episode where we just swipe through Tinder. It's like, what do I like about this person? And then we'd like read their description and stuff like that. It'd be like, that could be kind of funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
We'll discuss it.
That's an
We'll discuss it.
interesting
If you guys want to see a Tinder episode, let us know.
Tinder sponsor.
but anyway-
Let's do it.
But anyway, thank you for listening. This was really fun. And thank you for all
Yeah.
the support.
Mm-hmm.
Please share if you liked it. Please like and follow and do all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And just stay safe out there.
Yeah. Goodbye to all of our
everyone.
ates and kuyas and adings,
Mhm.
tiny people. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.